What if I told you that adding just one simple food to your daily diet could make your brain function as if it were 11 years younger? Would you stick around to find out what it is and how it works? Because the science behind this discovery is absolutely fascinating, and by the end of this video you'll understand exactly how to protect your cognitive health as you age. Researchers at Rush University Medical Center in Chicago have uncovered something remarkable about the relationship between what we eat and how our brains age over time. They conducted a comprehensive study involving 960 older adults who were part of the Memory and Aging Project, and what they discovered could change the way we think about brain health forever. The participants in this study ranged in age from 58 to 99 years old, and importantly, none of them had dementia when the study began. Over an average period of nearly 5 years, these individuals underwent annual cognitive testing that measured 5 different domains of brain function, including episodic memory, working memory, semantic memory, visuospatial ability, and perceptual speed. But here's where it gets really interesting. The researchers also tracked what these people were eating, specifically their consumption of green leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, collard greens, and lettuce. The study divided participants into 5 groups based on how much of these vegetables they consumed each day. Those in the highest consumption group ate about 1.3 servings per day, which is roughly equivalent to 1 cup of raw leafy greens or half a cup when cooked. In contrast, those in the lowest group consumed almost none, averaging just 0.09 servings daily. Now here's the breakthrough finding. When researchers compared the cognitive decline rates between these two groups, they found something extraordinary. The people who ate the most leafy greens showed a rate of cognitive decline that was significantly slower than those who rarely ate them. In fact, when the scientists calculated the difference, they found that eating leafy greens daily was equivalent to being 11 years younger cognitively. Think about that for a moment, 11 years of cognitive youth potentially preserved simply by eating a serving of greens each day. The global cognitive scores over time revealed that while everyone's cognitive abilities naturally declined with age, those who consumed more leafy vegetables declined at a much slower pace. The researchers didn't stop there though. They wanted to understand exactly which nutrients in these vegetables might be responsible for this protective effect. So they analyzed the relationship between cognitive decline and specific nutrients that are particularly abundant in leafy greens. These included folate, phylloquinone, which is a form of vitamin K, nitrate, alpha-tocopherol, which is a form of vitamin E, kaempferol, which is a flavonoid, and lutein, which is a carotenoid. What they discovered was fascinating. Each of these nutrients individually showed a positive and significant association with slower rates of cognitive decline. The protective effects weren't due to just one magic ingredient, but rather the combination of multiple brain-healthy nutrients working together. Folate, for instance, has been shown to inhibit certain pathological processes associated with Alzheimer's disease. Lutein acts as a powerful antioxidant that can reduce inflammation in the brain and protect against oxidative stress. Vitamin K plays important roles in brain function that scientists are still working to fully understand. These nutrients work through various mechanisms to protect our brain cells from damage and support healthy cognitive function as we age. One of the most impressive aspects of this study is that these results held up even after researchers accounted for other factors that might influence brain health. They controlled for things like cardiovascular conditions, symptoms of depression, body weight, obesity, education level, participation in cognitive activities, physical activity levels, smoking habits, and consumption of seafood and alcohol. Despite accounting for all these variables, the strong protective association between leafy green vegetables and slower cognitive decline remained. This suggests that the effect is real and not simply due to people who eat more vegetables having other healthy lifestyle habits. The researchers also considered whether people with early cognitive problems might have been reporting their diet inaccurately, so they ran the analysis again after excluding participants who showed signs of mild cognitive impairment at the beginning of the study. The results remained virtually unchanged, confirming the robustness of their findings. Another important consideration was whether people's eating habits changed over the course of the study, so the team looked at participants whose green vegetable consumption either increased or decreased during the study period. Even after excluding these individuals, the protective effect remained statistically significant. The implications of this research are profound given the aging population and the increasing prevalence of dementia worldwide. Currently, there are no cures yet for most forms of dementia, making prevention strategies absolutely critical. The fact that something as simple and accessible as eating leafy green vegetables could help slow cognitive decline is incredibly empowering. Unlike many medical interventions, adding greens to your diet is something almost anyone can do regardless of age, income, or geographic location. These vegetables are widely available, relatively inexpensive, and can be prepared in countless delicious ways. You can eat them raw in salads, blend them into smoothies, sauté them with garlic, add them to soups, or incorporate them into virtually any meal. The study found that even one serving per day made a significant difference, which is an achievable goal for most people. One serving equals about half a cup of cooked greens or 1 full cup of raw greens, which isn't a large amount when you think about it. You could easily add a handful of spinach to your morning eggs, have a side salad with lunch, or include some sautéed kale with dinner. The researchers acknowledge that their study focused primarily on older adults and that the majority of participants were white, so the results may need to be confirmed in more diverse populations and younger age groups. However, the findings align with previous research showing that diets rich in vegetables, particularly the Mediterranean diet and the MIND diet, are associated with better brain health and reduced risk of cognitive decline. The MIND diet, which stands for Mediterranean-Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay, specifically emphasizes the consumption of leafy green vegetables along with other brain-healthy foods. Studies of this dietary pattern have shown it may reduce the risk of cognitive impairment by up to 35%. What makes leafy greens so special compared to other vegetables is their incredibly dense concentration of nutrients and bioactive compounds that specifically benefit brain health. These vegetables pack more brain-protecting nutrients per calorie than almost any other food, making them nutritional powerhouses for cognitive function. The beauty of this research is that it provides a simple, practical strategy that anyone can implement today to potentially protect their brain health for years to come. You don't need expensive supplements, complicated meal plans, or access to exotic superfoods, just regular consumption of ordinary leafy green vegetables that you can find at any grocery store or farmer's market. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this information helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more science-backed health tips.